Monday, guys. Happy Monday, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cat Culture Radio. Hakeem, daughter, what's going on? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Living the dream.
Hey man, it's feeling good. I was sick this weekend, but I feel a lot better than I was. I don't know what sick came from, but other than that, I'm feeling good, feeling great. Another beautiful, productive week, and we here, baby. Let's go, let's get it.
Go right ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
All right, people, what is going on this Monday afternoon, Monday evening? Guys, glad that you guys are joining with us as always. You're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. We really appreciate you guys watching us and joining us. And, you know, make you guys do what it do. So, like I said, we do have a couple topics for you guys, and we're gonna bring it to you. So let's get it. So, the first topic we're gonna talk about Miss Kelsey Nicole. Even though it's Kelsey Nicole, she was in on the one of the, she wasn't witnesses, but she was in this trial with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez being part of the witness of what happened that night when allegedly Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot of what's his known. She really didn't talk to any news or press and everything since that incident. But now she has come out onto a podcast called the Dots Up Project. It's really an upcoming podcast. They had Brittany Renner and a few other people. What's her name? Brittany Renner and Charleston White and everything, and they kind of went viral on that. And they did get a chance of getting Kelsey Nicole and see they can put her on a podcast and kind of could specifically talk about that night if you guys saw the interview or not. But yeah, she came on the podcast, talk about her, talk about some bits of what happened, and that's really it. A lot of people were saying, on the comments and everything, why would you come out now and talk about something you didn't say anything in court and everything? People is getting on her on that. But needless to say, we do have some clips of her being on the podcast. Hakeem's gonna play the clip, and after that, we're gonna chop it up. Chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I prefer not to get too into detail about those types of things, but I did want to ask: is that night, the infamous night, the night that you actually found out about the betrayal?
It's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. To my knowledge, other than that, like she was 100.
Yeah.
To my knowledge. So yeah, it did end up coming out that night that she had been betraying me or whatever, and of course it's like, damn, why it had to come out like this? Like we should be able to. You should be able to come to me and say this. That way we can laugh in niggas' faces, not niggas laughing at us.
Supposed to be on the same team.
Right, exactly. And so, but for me, it's never about like, I'm not fixing to fall out with nobody about behind no guy.
Yeah.
That's like the last thing. You know what I'm saying? But of course, there are principles, and of course, when you are this tight internet and do all that.
Now again, I don't want to. I prefer not.
Fight with somebody. We should never have to do that to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I did find out that night. Yeah.
Now the pain that had to
fight with somebody. We should never have to do that to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I did find out that night. Yeah.
Now the pain that had to
fight with somebody. The whole situation of her doing whatever behind my back, that is not why we fell out. It's so unclear to me why we fell out. I'm a type of person that likes to communicate things. Some people don't like to communicate.
It's a task for some people.
Right. But you would think when you have this, when you're close to this person and this person is supposed to be, like your best friend, your family, your sister, that you would be able to talk about these things and, agree to disagree. You don't even have to, people grow. and everybody has a season. So if that was just the end of our season, I felt like we should have been able to just have that conversation,
Yeah.
and it would have been fine. You don't have to end in, chaos or can't move on with peace. I'm the type of person that likes to move on with peace.
Yeah.
I can respect that people grow, but I guess the whole situation of her doing whatever behind my back, that is not why we felt
She knows that you are the type of individual that you don't,
exactly that.
so
I don't
she
like
uses that to her advantage.
to her advantage.
She's a big girl. She's probably always looking down on people.
I totally agree with that. Not the big girl part, not the big girl part. The part about she knows my true character, so she knows like even though yes, if it comes down to it, whatever, I'm gonna handle my business.
Yeah.
I don't go out and seek drama. I'm not a confrontational person, but if it has to be that, then that's what it is. But I would prefer to not have to go there. You know what I'm saying? And these are things that, she does know. I'm not that type of person. I'm not fixing to get on the internet.
She knows that you are the type.
This girl got something. You know what I'm saying? So we met. That happened. I told her like, hey, you need to let me record you and put you on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And she, at that time, she wasn't as confident in that area.
Yeah.
So she was like, nah, I don't think so. I said, no, you are a star. You know what I'm saying? You are a star. Let me just record you and I'm going to create you a YouTube. I'm going to create your email and I'm going to put you on YouTube. And this is how people go viral. And I'm going to say the next day she came back and she was like, okay, you can record me, but it got to be to this beat. It was a MJG Nate Ball instrumental, sure enough. And recorded her on my cell phone, edited on Movie Maker, put that on YouTube, named the video. I named it Killing It because I was like, you killing it. Like, this girl got something. Named the video. I named it Killing It because I was like, you killing it. Like, we're going to name it Killing It. And from there, like, she became viral on the campus. Like, that girl could rap. That's the girl that rap. And from there, everything just kind of spiraled. And we stayed connected. The video, I named it, I think it wasn't until 2018 where I really realized, like, damn, maybe that moment was really something.
Yeah.
Because her mom, rest in peace, pulled me to the side. We were in LA at a Airbnb. She had a music video down there for Big Ol' Freak. And her mom pulled me to the side. And I'll never forget that conversation because that was one of our last conversations before she passed on. And she just told me, like, thank you. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for what? She said, we wouldn't be right here today if it wasn't for you. And that stuck with me forever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn.
From mom.
Yeah, nah, that's for real. I've never told nobody that. Only the inner circle knows about that.
Does she credit you for it?
I don't think so. There's a few interviews out there you can go find where she did speak on it, but I think it wasn't.
So there you have it. Like I said, she was on the Dawson Project, and she did an interview. Yes, I see. But I agree with you 100%. Yeah, that's where because I saw the interview. I'll leave my I hold my comments after the fellow speaking and everything. But I do agree with you on that, Shasi Bob. Yeah, I don't know why she waited so long to come out to say what she said about the incident. But hey, man, shout out to the Dawson Project. They found a way. They got her, and and she's speaking out and everything. But all right, I'm gonna pass it to the guys over here, Sir Ronnie, with some of the clips that we've seen from Kelsey Nicole. How do you feel about her finally coming out and say what happened, that night when Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion and her was there that night that allegedly, Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion on the foot?
But me, I personally believe she wasn't cloud chasing because remember, some people have they have, of course, about according to their attorney, they can't speak on certain things. I don't believe she clout chasing. I think right now is a perfect opportunity to talk about it because people always want to know her side of the story. Now for Megan Thee Stallion saying that she's very not a confrontational type of woman, I totally disagree with that because right, just recently didn't she get a beef with Nicki Minaj? So I was like, what is she talking about? Megan Thee Stallion is a very confrontational woman. Even Tory Lane before he got locked up used to say the same thing. She was very argumentative. She wouldn't listen. So she coming from a side that I'm not very confrontational. I'm very relaxed. I don't like to get into certain type of situation, which is totally cap because you can see from just her past history that she is. Now, for her friend Kelsey to speak about it right now, I don't think she cloud chasing. I think she's doing it because of the same fact. Remember, she's been getting a lot of backlash from people in the chat, people from the comments, people from social media, people from media outlet. So she's just speaking her side of the story. Because remember, everybody wanted to know, okay, what happened that night, and then what transpired between Megan, you, and also Tory Lane. So she just want to tell her side of the story. Now I know some people may have different opinion about the whole situation, but I totally agree on that. Go ahead, I can.
Man, honestly, and this is my opinion, I really think she should have stayed home with her husband and her newborn baby. We did not need this interview. We did not need her to come out. When we really need you to come out and speak was at that time of the stuff. And I know that she was on the court case, but now the man doing the 10 banger and the shit looks so fishy. I don't want people like that around like that. You talking to somebody who has been falsely accused of something who ain't never did. So this is kind of, and I guess maybe it's a personal biasness for me, because your life can change this quick and it'll never change. He's doing the 10 banger and he's guaranteed to be deported. She's living her life. She had got remarried and had a new baby. Now you're doing interviews. The Danza projects, they pay people to get on there. They had to give her a bag for that. So she's doing a press run. We don't need to see her. I definitely don't need to see her. She's a goofy. That's my opinion.
I got a chance to watch the whole interview earlier this morning once I got off for work and everything, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was boring because watching the whole interview, they really didn't really get into details or really speak about what really happened and everything. All she did was give it little pieces in here, but she never got to get straight to the details what she was talking about, and that's why I kind of find it kind of boring. I was taking naps like the first half hour because it wasn't really getting into it and everything. She also talked about, why she didn't talk about it and everything. And, she was saying like earlier, like when it kind of peaked out and everything, NBC, I think CNN, Good Morning America was giving TMZ was like really throwing the bag at her to really just say what the hell's going on. So if that's the case, they probably wanted maybe 50K at that time, maybe 50K or maybe 100K or maybe 75K or 100K to really speak at that time and everything. But she got it into the court and everything. With her lawyer, I'm assuming the lawyer told don't say anything. But the thing is, my thing is about it is like, if you have some type of evidence to say something that was valuable to that case, either on Megan Thee Stallion's side or Tory Lane's side, you should have said it while you was in court and not really be hush-hush about it and everything. If you should have been hush-hush about it and everything after the case was done and Tory Lanez went to jail, that at the case, we won't have to hear from you again. But you coming out right now and kind of, get into the interview knowing that Hakeem's right, you're married, you have a child and everything. Like a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people really don't care no more, unless you got some really super duper details of what happened and everything that we don't know, and you didn't tell your lawyer. Well, you got to tell your lawyer, but what you didn't say in court, we thought, the details would have go down like that. But the thing is, it's like she wouldn't even say anything, just like little pieces and bits here and everything, and that's why I kind of found it was boring and everything. But I don't, like I said, I know. But the thing is, it's like I'm pretty sure that with that podcast, they gave her a certain type of bag where you could come, they could chill. They even say we're not going to go into details into that, which I wish they did, because they would have did you know, their podcast would truly went viral. They probably got 1 million views already by now. But you know, I agree with Hakeem. You know, she should have stayed home, be quiet about it because you know you want to talk about situation right now. But you know, people don't care because you're not giving any juicy details. So I don't know why you're coming back. You know, I mean, I get it, you want a bag and everything, but you know, I kind of agree with Hakeem on this one. You know, wherever you said in that courtroom, just leave it there, move on with your life. You don't need to come back and talk about anything because just you coming back right now and talk about it, you know, I mean, at you know, what 2 or 3 years later and everything, you know, a lot of people don't care and everything. You should have stayed home and you know do whatever. That is what it is with me.
Well, of course, shout out to Liberated Shows. Psyche Bomb is in the building. The lovely Natasha Vincent. Ashton, welcome, Big Dog. And also Mimi is also in the building. And also Victor is in the building. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. We really do greatly appreciate you guys always tuning in each and every week. We love you guys to be here. Remember, all you guys can always find me in the chat. We don't censor nobody. Just go in, how you feel about the topic. Hell, meet and greet, like they always say, meet and greet. I think right now she's taking a good. Right now she's doing a good job taking on this opportunity because if you have other podcasts that's willing to pay, go ahead, go on these podcasts. Make your money, girl. I don't disagree with what she's doing. Whatever, 110%. Because I think this is right now is a perfect time for her to get the bag because people always want to know her side of the story. Now I understand when it comes to podcasters, they want to ask certain questions. Some podcasters you cannot ask certain questions because before they actually conduct a podcast, because we did it before in KL Costa Rica. We normally send people to interviews and they say, hey, I don't want to talk about this. We have to take the questions off. That's how things work. So I understand sometimes people say it's good for views, it's good for to build your audience. At the same time, the person say, I don't want to answer that, or they give it to their lawyers. The lawyer say, hey, don't answer that because it could diminish the case because Tory Lane is trying to go for an appeal. So anything she say could use her and go against her and also making a stallion. So I understand like certain questions they probably wanted to ask her, they couldn't because of that legal reason. Because Tory Lane at the end of the day is still trying to get an appeal so he won't get deported and try to pretty much be set free. Go ahead, Akin.
Now I don't want nobody to get it twisted. If he did it, he needs to stay in jail. I don't want nobody to think that I'm insensitive about what happened to her. Something happened that night, but nobody's telling the truth. There's a lot of things that just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like she knows the truth. And the thing about it is, we need to have justice. We need to criticize and we need to scrutinize everything. Because if he innocently went to jail for a quarrel over two women's, that's not right. We should not be the blunt. We should not be the joke or an scapegoat for anybody. We've been going through this forever. Now I'm gonna say this again, and sadly enough, I have to give a caveat. If he did that 100%, yes, he needs to stay in jail. But if he went to jail because she got mad and picked the pistol up and let it off and wanted to end, that has nothing to do with him. But it's a tragic situation that we ended it, and it had to do with a lover's quarrel. This girl went on about her life, and like everybody's supposed to, and got married, had a baby. She lives in Houston, lives her life, and you're doing interviews? Somebody sitting in jail for 10 years. And I saw that case on the stand. She said, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Shicey said, who do you mean we? Who is we you're talking about?
Ashton said, Prince, his DNA was not on the gun. Thank you. Then there was also people who were supposed to testify. They didn't in it. They crucified the man and sent him to jail. That man about to,
No, Shicey say, who is we you're talking about? We.
we talking about Kelsey Nicole. I don't know what I'm confused.
No, because you say we. You kept saying we.
Oh,
She's trying to say who was we you're talking about.
how you doing, Sherry? But I was speaking in the third person. You know, I lose my mind sometimes. I am getting old. Go ahead, brothers.
Can y'all hear me well? Cause my Wi-Fi, come back. Y'all good? Okay. Yeah. This what that is. Yeah, I mean, we like I said, we don't know. Like I said, during the case, everything's not 100% what's going on and everything. And I mean, it does show evidence like this. Like I say, uh, Tory Lanez, his fingerprints wasn't on the gun and everything, and that's right there. That's like the big thing right there. It's like who did it and everything. Was it Tory or was it Kelsey who shot Megan Thee Stallion? But like I said, Megan Thee Stallion say, it was Tory Lanez who shot me. He shot me in the foot and everything. And like I said, and with Kelsey, we didn't get 100%. She was saying and everything, and with Tory Lanez, he did the best that he could, but here in LA, they're very, very strict with gun laws and everything. So, without Kelsey not saying anything, and kind of believe what Megan Thee Stallion was saying, it was likely that, and it happened that Tory Lanez got guilty. Now he's in prison already. And so and everything, like I said, he's in prison. He's in prison. He got, if he did something, hope. But the thing is, Kelsey didn't say anything, and it hurts Tory Lanez, and he's in jail now and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if Kelsey's gonna go into another podcast, jump on the podcast, but because I feel like if she gonna go to another podcast, I feel like other podcasts is kind of gonna want a little bit more of what she did with it on the Johnson project and everything. I don't know if they give her more cash and everything. It is what it is, but I know a lot of podcasters. I mean, if you could join us, we probably won't do that. But I know other podcasts, big podcasters, they want to know what's what and everything. We'll pay you double, we'll pay you triple to say what's going on because a lot of people really want to know what the hell happened that night in the Hollywood Hills of who shot Megan and everything. And podcasters, they pay a nice prices to get her to speak. Maybe she'll speak, but other than that, you pay her a certain price, and if she don't want to say anything, she's not going to say anything. So we'll just see if she jump on another podcast. Maybe she'll say a little bit more than she did the last podcast she was on.
Hey man, shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast in the building. Big dog, where you been at? Where you been at, dog? I love Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. That's my dude right there. And shout out to Joe. Don't heard him. That's also in the building. Joe, man, you been missed last week, man. I was like, where he at? But no, shout out to Joe. Joe, don't hurt him. He's always in the building, and also the lovely Sherry Byers in the building as well. Shiesty Bub, you asked me why I snitch? Of course I'm snitch. I ain't doing time for nobody. Unless you really one of my closest friends, and I know, like, man, that I know you can't survive in jail, then I'll be like, okay, I'll take the hit. But if you someone like Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, man, I'm snitching my behind off. Now don't get
Some
me
people
wrong.
will pay. Some people will pay you money to snitch, Ronnie.
I would say they pay me and they give me a briefcase, like, yo, I want you to go all the way in. Trust me, I'm gonna be really good in court. They be like, Ronnie, you a snitch. Well, look at Takashi 6ix9ine. He's out here. He been snitching on everybody. Nobody still ain't touching him. So, hey, I'll do the same exact thing. Go ahead, okay.
Listen, if this was my baby mama, I'm going to take that charge. I'm going to go do the 10. I'm going to get son up the road. But for a random chick, we just chilling? Nah, we ain't doing none of that. To be honest with you, if I was there, it wouldn't have got to the point where she had got the gun. It would have been slapped out of her hand. It would have dragged. It would have been, give me that. You ain't busting nothing over here. But we all got to understand there's so many combinations of this thing. He didn't practice discipline. She was effing behind. They all doing this love quarrel situation. That's why you don't double dutch where you sleep at. You shouldn't do it.
Boy, they pay you 80K to snitch? Man, what type of job? Hey, Ashton, send me that application, bro.
A lawyer would pay you that. Some lawyers will say, hey, my client, hey, we'll give you an offer, 80K, 100K, if you can snitch and everything. We'll have it in cash, check, or something. They'll give it to you immediately. We'll cash that app. We need it right now. If you could just snitch.
Send me the application. I will quit. Well, 80K. I'll be a good snitch. I'll be like, Your Honor, I'll be a good snitch. I give him the detail. I want him to stutter. I'll be like, I look him dead in the eye. I'll be like, yo, he did it. Because you talking about 80K, people don't even make that. With a college degree.
I have inflation, yes, I'll take that. I'll take it immediately. Say less.
The 80K.
Say less.
No, but our podcast do a little boring. I'm not gonna lie, Jordan. I kind of do agree with you. That podcast do a little boring. I didn't even know she was on the podcast. I was like, she was on the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
because remember that topic is kind of drawn out, and people just got tired of it. Because remember, the truth ain't gonna come out. Because remember, whatever is being said, my Tory Lane lawyers are always listening in, so they're very, very careful on certain information. And I always tell people, if you want to know the truth, all you gotta do is just ask the driver. The driver saw everything. He's in the front. He saw everything. And then case closed. But they never put the driver, for some reason, they didn't do it. He was afraid to go on the stand. So
remember the first week, I don't know, it was the first week or second week with the case went on, they said he's been missing. He was missing for like a week or so until they found him.
but I mean, he was getting paid. They paid him.
They said so either it was Megan's lawyer or Tory Lane's lawyer that said, hey, we'll give you some money right here if you say something,
That man went
and I know the driver, he got a serious bag for somebody. I don't know, it's probably 100K, 150K, maybe even 200K just to snitch or not to snitch.
Go ahead. You can highlight Jordan on Joe. No, heard him comment. He said something.
He said too many examples of ill decisions that brothers make that is rooted involving a woman or money issues. Yeah.
It's facts. That's why you need to get married and not double dutch.
Yeah, the number one devil for the man is the woman. A man would do anything for that woman. Real talk.
Ashley said how the driver and the security guard not witnessed, but the neighbor could see in the dark room.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Right.
It didn't make sense. I was like, the number one witness should have been the driver. He see everything. He's the chauffeur. He sees everything. He knows, okay, where the gun come from. He knows. But eventually the driver, if she's speaking out now, eventually the driver will speak out because they're probably trying to get him in the interview as well. But he's not saying nothing either because, like I say, Tory Lane right now is trying to appeal the verdict. So that's gonna be another 2 to 3 years before he actually do time. And by that time, like the case is over with, they probably won't give him on. He probably gonna get out on probation and be like, time served. Watch. They playing the game. They playing the game real good. They playing the game really, really good.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
what's good, Victor, man? We see you, man. What's good, Victor?
But like always, go ahead, Jordan. On to the next.
All right, next topic. We're gonna go to. We're gonna talk about Joe Budden. This was interesting. So, starting 2020, he said that the wave of the planning like female artists into the industry is over. He sees it. He said he either does it happen this year, next year, or next 2 years. You know, he can stop seeing like artists as like a Sexy Rich, Sukihana, a Gorilla. You know, all these women that's kind of hot right now. He can see the wave could be officially over, which is, like I said, within this year, next year, or the next 2 years, or so. Because how the market is and everything, because majority of women that's female and they really talk about the same thing that's mainstreaming and everything. And the thing is about usually you keep doing the same thing, and then after that you really can't change it up, and then after you can't change it up, you don't hear from you no more and everything. And Joe Budden was really getting into detail about it. We do have the clip where he was talking about, and after that we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem.
For me, but the girl rapper wave is over.
Damn. Come on.
Just telling you what it is. I'm normally a few months ahead with this stuff. Sometimes a few years ahead with this stuff.
When you say over,
Why do you say that?
You just said it was
The girl rapper wave is finito.
How you
I
just
don't think
change?
so.
You just said a couple of weeks
Why?
ago that it was lit.
I want to waste.
No, I said the cream rises to the top. So Lotto shall remain.
She will.
Flo Milli shall remain.
Got it.
Rhapsody will always be there, but she wasn't really a part of.
Mm-hmm.
But all of that, go find a girl, send her to Columbia, get it done, put her in the studio with Mike Will or any one of them niggas. All of that, planting the girl in the scene, getting the record, and it taking off. That wave is over. I think labels are looking at it like very few of y'all are selling records. It's too much work to get your coin back. We got to go do brand deals all over the world with y'all. Y'all are expensive. Some of y'all are annoying. And none of these records are working.
But
None
what
of
if
these records are working. Y'all ain't going to want to hear it from me, but the girl rapper wave is over.
damn Natasha? She said from Millie is
Hold on.
damn.
Natasha, you don't like Flo Milli?
I like Flo Milli. Flo Milli is kind of dope. You don't like Flo Milli like that?
Natasha.
That's one of the only females I like around in this rap era. Only very few. I'm surprised. He's very surprised. But I'm gonna pass it to you guys. Ronnie, what you think about what Joe Budden says about how some of these female rappers, they started off hot, but now they're gonna, they can see the wave ending and everything. The details he was saying. What's your take on it?
I disagree with Joe Budden. The girl ratchet wave is not over because remember at the same time we still gonna have hood rat chicks. As long as hood rat chicks still remain, music like that gonna always it's gonna be always be on top. Prime example, look at Little Kim. Little Kim was doing the same type of music and they call her pretty much one of the queen of hip hop. One of the queens. I ain't gonna say she is the queen. I said one of the queens of hip hop. You had Nicki Minaj who came in the game doing the same exact thing, but later changed her music into what she's doing now. Some of these girls they doing it now because they understand that ratchet girls gonna always buy their music. And now that the fellas gonna like to see women twerk. Now, can it be more consistent? Of course. They could be more consistent in the aspect of not doing the same type of music over and over and over again. But remember, you got to keep it in mind. Some of these girls do things so they can get a trend going, but later down the line, probably by the second year, things are changing. They'll change it up, their music style. They won't do the same thing again. Like prime example, he missed a Lotto. I don't like Lotto. I think Lotto music is trash. However, some people may disagree. They might know she may be a very good artist later on. Just give her some time, let her evolve, and then um she'll do good. Like there's people that have been in the industry that used to do drill rap. They don't do drill rap anymore because they evolve. They do what is hot right now for the moment, but later down the line they're gonna evolve in music. That was it. I'm gonna be shocked. Like remember, I agree in the aspect of I used to say the same thing. I'm like, give Sexy Red 2 years, she'll be done. But mind you, when you have that type of wave going, and then you have women that support that, because remember a lot of people might say, oh, the man don't really support that. That's fine. But remember, women buy things. Women are the number one consumer. So if women are feeding into that, buying the records, listening to the records, especially in Miami, they love Sexy Red. So they doing all of that. I don't see them going anywhere. I'm just sorry. I don't see it happening. Go ahead, Akeem.
So for me, I've always said this. If your music is not good for consumption, it's not going to last. A lot of music that female rappers put, and let's forget it, if you're making music for a certain demographic, that certain demographic, if you're trying to be major, you're not going to be able to last. Nobody's not going to be able to book you. Some people are an exception of the rule. Trina, she's still been able to get booked for shows, still all in. Her music is timeless. You know what I mean? But a lot of these girls who are here, they make music. We don't hear about them no more. What happened to Dej Loaf? Where is she?
But that's bad. But that's bad management team. The
That,
management team didn't do a good job. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that for the record.
yeah,
Most of
no,
the time, it's the bad management team. But go ahead.
I agree with you. But let's say if you're hot enough, you're going to be poking the industry. Drizzy, Tink, Gloss Up, Cash Doll. It's a number of these people. Shout out to D Degenerate. What's good, family? The Avengers is all over here. So when you're not making a good digestible music, you're not going to transcend. Lauryn Hill can still make music and still get booked for shows. Summer Walker, and I know that's not applying to rap. Her music is timeless. Scissor. But I don't know what female rapper that I could say that I pull up today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really found a female rapper I could sit and listen to a whole CD. Because I'm a man and some of the stuff just doesn't apply to me. That's my take.
For me, what Joe's really really talking about everything. I think. Well, I'll just say this: like there, you got the rare ones like Sexy Red. You know, like her with her. You know, she's you see she's grimy, twerking everything, and I think Sexy Red is the first to really break out like that, as in an underground rapper who's twerking, my my dang thing, my booty hole, da 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 da, all that type of stuff. She's the one who used to break out like that. First, I thought it would be Sukiyana who do that, but as you see, Sukiyana is still kind of underground in a way and everything. But I'll just say this, I think there's when you at that top of the game, like you said, Sexy Red and everything, now she's like last year, she really jumped up. I've seen her with Drake, that really helped out. Going to music festival. I remember she went to the festival with Travis Scott in Europe. I can't remember what country it was. That really kind of boosted out and everything. So I thought with Sexy Red, it was just like a one hit wonder and everything. But I had to see how the music industry really pushed. I mean, just really pushed it. Like I've never seen something like this before. They never did really like Trina like that. Like really kind of pushed her in up that #1 spot. And few other I haven't seen like that too. So I can like with Sexy Red there right now, she just have a baby, and she's more of the party chick you can cool with and everything. She's gonna make party music and everything. Now with her longevity, I don't see a big longevity of her being the mainstream. Maybe she'll come down to levels and everything and still talk about ratchet stuff. I can see that, but I don't see. I kind of agree with Joe. It's like see women just get on there and really make no, actually I'm gonna take that back because it's usually the summertime. You see women, they come out with a big hit and everything, and it's the summertime is really big for women and everything. It's summertime, it gets hot. You want to shake a little bit. Da 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 da. But longevity wise, I don't see some of these women having longevity and everything. I see right now Cardi B, she's struggling. I'm not saying she's struggling right now, but you can see really Cardi B really, really taking her time to come out with her music video, because usually with Cardi B, she only came out with 2 or 3 songs last year. And now this year she just came out with a song and everything. So you see with Cardi B, she's really got to really take her time and see, what can I do? Because there's so much stuff people are doing. The music that Cardi B's doing, there's other artists that do the exact same thing and everything. Not saying Cardi B's gonna fall out, but it really kind of tested her what's her longevity and everything. And I believe Cardi B, she said she's coming out with an album this year. I don't know when, but she's coming out with an album this year. But I just feel like with some of these female artists and everything, what type of longevity you gonna have? Are you gonna have a 2-year longevity, 3-year longevity, 5-year longevity? Because there's a lot of there's a lot of female rappers who doesn't have a big longevity like that. It's only very few rappers who have a longevity like that, who albums can range to 10, 20, 30 plus years. And the only person I can think that really have a longevity and who's been killing it, especially back in the 2010s, and she's still popular right now, is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is the only person that I know who really have a longevity, who's been not just a rapper, but also a pop star too. The women I see now, I question the longevity. Maybe 3 years tops and everything. Can Sexy Red, extend it? Maybe she can, maybe she not. But for me, the women that I see right now, I don't see their longevity lasting than 3 or 4 years. I might could change. We don't know. Not just the women who listen to music. We don't know how people, people that take it internationally as well, because not just music here in America, how their music can go out internationally as well. People internationally is going to listen to music as well. You know, we'll see that this year. We'll see that next year and everything. But going on to the longevity of these women, I don't see their longevity lasted, like I said, 3 or 4 years. Can I be wrong? I could be wrong, but you just got to see. You just got to see.
No, I want to say put up Ashton comment first. Shout out to Why High. He's also in the building. I like that. He said, Cash Dog got me feeling like dark skinned girls don't get promotion and love like women try and tell us about. Yeah, the thing with the dark skinned women, remember, is the sex appeal. A lot of people think dark skinned women don't have a lot of sex appeal. That's why they don't get promoted the way that other light skinned women do. Of course, there's a lot of colorism when it comes to the aspect of the industry. They always put light skin before us and then the dark skin in the back. But that's how it always been. It's been like that for centuries. The only way for that to change, Cash Dog need a stronger management team to push her forward. Go ahead, I think you're gonna put Joe No Harder. Go ahead.
How long does Sex and Ratchet sells for a look at Nicki Minaj? We ain't gonna hear about Ice Spice in a year. Facts.
Oh no, Ratchet gonna always sell because remember you're gonna always have strip club, you're gonna always have prostitution, you're gonna always have like stuff like that. So it's gonna always sell. Remember, like I said, you're gonna always have hood rat chicks. Hood rat chicks
Mm-hmm.
ain't going nowhere. Along hood rat chicks remain is always gonna be like that. Prime example, Jonah Gator great. I totally forgot. He mentioned Carly B. Carly B started her fame from love and hip hop for being ratchet. A lot of girls gravitated to her because she related to a lot of people in the hood.
And she
That's
was
what
entertaining on
sells.
Instagram. And she was entertaining on Instagram too. Too.
That's also true too. Another fact. So when you see stuff like that, that's how they're gonna last long. Sexy Red, I see Sexy Red going to reality show. Hell, if a lot of people still copy things like that. When you see someone like on Carly B who came from that and able to capitalize and make millions off of that, go ahead and do the same thing. And like I told you, Nicki Minaj did the same exact thing before she transitioned over. So it's how they gonna play the game. It's a game. That's how you gonna play it. Is I'm gonna use these audience that I have right now and help and come and allow them to come with me as I transition to something else. That's what to me a smart businesswoman would do, or her management team should be able to do is say, hey, now it's time for us to switch it up. Now you got the audience, now you got the people attention. Let's go this route. And your audience will follow you. Because right now, Sexy Red is the hottest person in the game. She's hotter than Gorilla. Gorilla at one point was hot, but she fell off because you know why? She didn't never transition. She stayed where she at. You gotta learn how to transition. Go ahead, Jordan.
I say with this, only one person to I can name one rapper too. She ain't put out. She said this too. She said I ain't put on my music for 3 years because y'all worked because people was really feeling her music and everything. And she's a really business person too. And that's Switty. You know, we have heard Switty put on an album in 3 years, and she did say, she probably did want to try something different, but just putting out songs in here and there, it's like people just not feeling her music and everything. Now, not saying Sweetie is, a really good rapper or anything like that. I think she's, mediocre. That's just mean and everything. But, seeing that for Sweetie and what she said, what she was saying, okay, cool, what would it affect a Sexy Red? Really affect a Ice Spice and everything because they're, even though, Light Spice, she got the look, it's the sex appeal, being light skinned and being, I believe she's Dominican and everything, and also maybe her management team, really pushing her, her music. Well, I have to say this, her, beefing with Lotto and everything, that's really gonna kind of, push her and Lotto, into some controversy, and they making this music against each other. I guess that's gonna make some profit and everything. But some of these women, like Ice Spice, she's cute, she's pretty, she can shake ass, whatever. But with her longevity, I really, really question because just listening to her rap is not really that good. I'm not being disrespectful, and I'm just telling how it is. And also, her performances are not really, really, really good. Not good at all. So, and the thing is, it's like you kind of see like some of these rappers who really put in their grind all day, and really respect how they their appearances, their image, how they rap, especially how they perform because you can be a good performer on a video, but if I could go see you on a concert, if I see you on a Rolling Loud, something like that, and I can see how well you could perform, like you really good, then I'm like, okay, you can do this. I could say this about Gorilla. I saw her perform last year in Rolling Loud. She was ratchet, but she Gorilla know how to perform. I give her that. I also saw Lotto perform too. She's a really. I mean, her rap is okay, but she can really put on a show. Like performing wise, she can really perform. And it goes by that how you perform, concerts and a music festival too, because you might be, so on the music video or decent, with your lyrics and everything. But if you can put out a performance and people like your performances, that could definitely help you out. Just want to add that on there as well.
No, but the thing with Ice Spice is, she's part of our Latin community, so she'll be fine. Even if, let's say, she don't do well in the rap game, all she gotta do is go Latin. She go Latin, she's gonna have the Latin community. So Latin community all support their artists. It's normally with the blacks, we have a hard time supporting our artists. That especially when it comes to certain areas, especially in Miami, they don't do a lot of supporting when it comes to their artists. And Sugar Bun say it sounds like we're hating. Um, how
I'm not hating.
hating, but
I just go by what I feel. If I listen, some of these women cannot rap. They're shitty. I'm sorry.
Can't you that y'all listen to men that talk about drugs, sex, money, and women for years.
No, I haven't listened to drugs except all these years. Don't put me in that category. That's not me.
A lot. Money, power, respect.
Shit, me too.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Sugar. I am hating. I'm hating because the music trash. If the music trash. The music trash. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
Preach.
You. Not everybody's gonna make it mainstream. Some people still on
Exactly.
the shelf.
Exactly.
If you go to the industry right now, because I've been in a record label before, not been in a record label, but I actually went inside one. They literally have so many artists on the shelves. It will blow your mind. People send record label music all the time. Some good, some completely trash.
Check it, man. We still listen to that ratchet shit. I do. Sexy little this, thing. That throw me, man.
Drum music is trash. Drum music is trash.
Yeah, I mean, there's some drill music. It's hard for me to get into drill music. Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, drill music is it's not good. It's not cool with me. I mean, I tried to listen to drill music, but it just don't give me. It doesn't give me well. But are there some artists that talks about drugs, sex, while they used to do back in the day? Of course, But right now, you know, it ain't the same. It's they like we had what's his name? My boy Lamont on here. He talked about his opinion about the industry and everything. It's just people just talk about the same thing every day. Just don't do nothing Jim and everything. Some people just to do it just to go viral on TikTok or go viral on YouTube or stuff like that and everything. So I mean there's some good quality music out there. Rap music, cool. For some women and some for men, cool, but it's just like I don't know if it's just like the older we get, the more we think music, rap music is not what it used to be like in the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s or 2010s and everything. But yeah, maybe we just getting older because there's no creativity like it used to be. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Hey, Shiesty, that's cap. I do listen to R&B music. That's cap. That's cap. Look, Joe don't heard him say over here. He
A lot of
Andre 3000. Go ahead.
a lot. I don't know what we're talking about, but a lot of black men used to live R&B in the 90s and in the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. There's a lot of men who, yeah, a lot of people you probably see on the podcast, like say they listen to rap. They probably listen to rap all the time. They had to listen to some R&B. Come on now, they had to listen to some Usher, some Marion. Come on now, really, Brian McKnight, Luther Vandross. Come on, MJ. Are you kidding me? They had to listen to some of these Prince. Come on now, they bugging.
I'm a big R&B fan. I got a 241 song playlist with strictly R&B.
Yeah, but I was saying like, no, my mic is loud. My mic is loud. It's just my hair probably blocking the senses. But yeah, my mic is loud. But no, but it is but it's true. Now she do make some valid point in the aspect of men not listening to R&B. It's this generation of men, but the old generation of men are listening to R&B. I was listening to R&B last night when I was at work after I was done with the Ashton show. Shout out to Ashton. Ashton was doing a late night last night. So
Shout out to the
you
Shiesty Avengers.
oh yeah, I forgot it's the Psyche Avengers.
Avengers.
So after we was done, after I done over there, I was listening to R&B and got my job done. So it's just we do listen to R&B, but the newer generation don't listen to R&B. No, they do not. But the
I
older
guarantee
generation,
you,
yes. Go ahead,
I
Joe.
guarantee you, especially in the grocery industry, I guarantee you, Ronnie, there's somebody that works overnight. I could say any grocery store, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, Kroger, whatever. There's at least somebody. I don't know if they're in the grocery. I don't know if they're in produce. I don't know if they're in the deli ever. You listen. You gonna listen to either 2 times a night, maybe once out of the week. Somebody plays some R&B music.
Yep. Right.
Period.
Period.
A lot of men do listen to R&B music. I can't say every man, black man, will listen to just rap or hip hop. There's a lot
But
of
they ain't.
man.
But Joy, they ain't listening to no. They ain't listening to no city girls. I know that for a fact. No
Yeah.
one listens to no city girl. Some may have Sexy Red on the playlist because she trending right now, so they might have her. But trust me, city girls ain't on nobody's playlist at all.
No, look, listen. Like I say, we ain't hear them come out of project right now. It's like after the end of 2023, they was done.
Yeah, they
What
was
happened to
done.
City Girls now? Where they at?
Diddy. That was it. Keep telling you, promotion is how your management team handle the artists. Is the management team handle the artists in a certain way, they will go far in their in their career. Remember, that was say Takashi 69. He said something that was really good when he was with DJ Academic. He was saying like he said, listen to me. I'm not a good artist. I know I can't do anything. Like if you ask me, I think my artist skill is not that great. There's other artists that can perform way better than me, can get the audience way better than I can. But the reason why I'm hot is because my team is pushing for me. That's how it works. In the music industry, it's about your team. Who's pushing you out there? Who's putting you out there in the algorithm? Go ahead,
Yeah,
Hakeem.
like
Oh,
hold
go ahead,
on,
Joe.
Hakeem. Sachi about to say City Girls up. You don't hear Ice Spice. You don't hear Lotto. You don't hear Gorilla. You don't hear Sexy Red. You don't hear Suki. I'm talking about City Girls. City Girl thing. You don't hear it's like, hey, you gonna do this, pay for this, and I give you something like that. That wave is done. It is over with because, like I said, you don't hear these new women rapping about any type of City Girl stuff. So it's done with. Chapter closed. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, definitely, brothers. I just think that there's certain eras that come and go. I tell you, a lot of this stuff ain't sustainable. Being ratchet ain't sustainable. You can't be ratchet and be 40. A lot of these people are getting older. Carisha went on the Breakfast Club and talked about she ready to get married after she done been tossed around. So we're gonna elevate from a lot of this type of music. We elevated from gangster rap, we elevated from drug selling music, and we're gonna elevate from female rappers. A lot of this stuff don't sustain. Some music are just timeless. Anita Baker, SWV, we can name them. Ohio players, the Commodores. You know what I mean? Our daddy's music still played. So this stuff we learning, this is all trash. Come on. Nobody listen. I don't listen to no drill music. I'm listening to SWV every night. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly breathe. I lose all control. And something gets over me when I cry. That's my music.
Sashi Bun say men are just mad because women can sexualize themselves, where in the 90s men would use sexualizing women for profit. Yes. I think at the end of the day, are men mad? Of course. Because men used to use that spot because remember used to call women H and B's. Now they can't do it anymore because women are doing it. So that's why, of course, if you ask me if men are mad, I don't think men are mad. It's just that certain things they used to do, they just ain't doing it no more, and they're just going a different direction.
Yeah, I don't think really men are mad because here at 2020, back in the 90s is different. We didn't have social media, back in the 90s. Now we have it now. there's so much money out there to be made that I don't know why you should be hating somebody, but because it's a lot more easier, to really go viral and really put music out there back in the 90s and everything. Because in the 90s, we didn't have so much of this technology that we have right now. So I don't think, men are hating. I just feel like, there's so much more, artists that are out there. We have hundreds of artists that we have ever seen before becoming hip hop and R&B, well, especially hip hop. There's so many artists that's been out right now. I mean, talking about hundreds and hundreds of artists are out right now compared to 1990s and everything. So I just think it's like there's too much money out there for people to be hating because it's so easy to really to get on because you really know how to sign to the record industry. You can really be independent yourself. Do music, from YouTube. I mean, this is so much opportunity right there, and there's so much money to be making out there right now than there ever was before back in the 1990s.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
I look at it this as like there's gonna be artists that's gonna come and go, that's gonna give us timeless music. I just think that I know a lot of people might be mad because we do want to see female rappers win, but we gotta understand that some of the stuff is just not good. They're all rapping the same. They all dress the same. They all go to the same BBL doctor.
I have a question for you guys, and Chad, I got a question for you. Do you feel like Sexy Red Power Time will outdo Juvenile Back That Thing?
No, because Juvenile is over 10 years deep. I get Sexy Red
I guarantee you,
2 more years and that's it.
in 5 or 10 years, we will not be hearing Pound Town as well. We'll be hearing Back That Thing Up. I think because Back That Thing Up is a classic. It's not just a New Orleans classic. It's a classic. Back That Thing Up will go down generation to generation. Sexy Red Pound Town, I don't see that. That's just me. What do you think about it, Hakeem?
I'm agree with everything y'all say. You talking about something that's timeless. We could play that today. They're gonna start backing that up, and it wasn't ratchet. We call it ratchet, but compared,
it was like a clean ratchet. It was clean.
So imagine
you just say back in the thing up. You not say you be popping out peas and all that type of stuff. We're not talking about hoes and anything. We're just talking about back in that thing up. That's it.
And remember, you gotta keep in mind, Sexy Red was too vulgar in her music. Too much vulgar in it. So because remember she was talking about the booty hole and this and that. A lot of people would cringe. Even when people was rapping the lyrics, a lot of people they be cringing just to say that part.
He said, "Who gonna be the lead? The lead. Oh, that's gonna be Hakeem. He's gonna be the lead.
Yeah, Hakeem can be the lead.
I just said Kelsey Nicole R&B group.
I'm be good. Yeah, I'm gonna be the lead. I'm gonna be the I'm a Barry White type singer. I'm a Barry. How I do fools fall in love.
Yeah, she like Miss Nail said, "Hey, Miss Nail, what's going on?" Like Miss Nail say, "Drop it like it's hot." The number one twerking. That would say it is number one. Nobody would never. They would never top it. No, that's the number one.
Yeah.
Cause we were listening. Remember, that's our generation. We were listening to that when we was kids, and remember, we still in our 30s. Somebody say Barry White.
Yeah, he said not Barry White, Hakeem.
Yeah, that was a she.
I did say Barry White, Miss Nelson.
I'm waiting for you,
that's
baby.
Keisha Nelson.
I'm waiting on you.
Why do fools fall in love?
Well, Barry White. I ain't listened to Barry White music in a long time. I need to listen to some Barry White. I used to listen to Barry White, Temptation. I used to listen to all of them. I need to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I'm a Renaissance. I would say I'm a Renaissance guy. I'm a Sade, Aretha Franklin. I can go back all the way to the 1950s and come back all the way to right now and everything. So for me, it's a different type of day. If I feel like listening to today's music, I'll listen to today's music. Or the next day, I might listen to some music in the 90s. I'll listen to that. If I listen to music in the 70s, I'll do that. And it just depends on my day is. So I go all the way back to the 1950s and 60s, and then go jump to the 90s or jump to today's music time too. So that's how I am.
Yeah, like I was telling somebody, man, I might go to the Jazz in the Garden this year. 'Cause you know they do Jazz in the Gardens, right? Every year. I'm like, yeah, you
Every
know what? Let me
year.
do. I said, let me do Jazz in the Garden because they might have somebody. Thanos is in the building.
Shout outs to Thanos.
Thanos, boy. When I see Thanos, boy, I be like,
I
Thanos in the
I
building.
I gotta do this with Thanos coming here. When he coming
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
it's over.
yeah.
Mr. Five Rings, the boss of all bosses.
Diamond cuts, Cuban links. Thanos is in the
They got
building.
the whole Avengers in here. The whole gang is here.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
He said, "Whoa, the whole game, the
Yeah,
whole
the whole
game."
gang came over.
Because we being very transparent.
Mhm.
Oh snap! I already know Thanos. When I see Thanos in here, I'm like, "Oh, Mister Links is in the
Listen,
building."
my
Yep.
dream is to be like Thanos. Thanos look clean, big links, big BMW, big money, big business. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That's my
Yeah,
dream.
but people say that's fraud money.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Thanos ain't on that. Thanos ain't on that.
No, I'm messing with Thanos. I'm messing with Thanos. I know it's not fraud money. No, Thanos not part of the Saichi's Avengers. Thanos not. Thanos not. I
No,
have
Mhm.
to
he's
support my
not.
Florida family. There you go, Thanos. See, support.
Thank you.
And
Thank
he's
you.
not even from Florida. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was trying to tell you.
Yes,
A lot of
sir.
people support
Thanos,
Florida, and we don't
where
support
Thanos
Florida.
from? Thanos, where you from?
Where Thanos from again? Did Thanos move? Did Thanos move to Texas already? Because I remember last time he said he moved to
Jersey,
Texas.
yeah, there you go. I thought it was New York, but it is Jersey.
Shout outs to
Okay.
New Jerusalem. Shout outs to New Jerusalem. That's what they used to call it back in the days. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jersey. I always, I be getting confused because Jersey right next to New York, literally is
Yeah.
across the bridge, and they just always consider them to be the same. But it was like no, Jersey and New York is totally different, totally
Mm-hmm.
different.
Wait,
Oh yeah, yeah, Thanos. I don't even know he's part of the Saichi's Avengers. That I don't know. I think Thanos just support everybody.
no, no, Thanos down. Shout
Yeah,
outs to
Thanos.
Mimi.
Yeah, but go ahead, Jordan. On to the next one. But this topic, which one? This is the Whitney winner. This one was actually a special request.
No, we're gonna wait till
From
maybe that one. We're gonna wait till if maybe comes in or not. I'm gonna push that to last. But I'm gonna talk about this topic. This involved the Chris Brown,
go ahead.
and this was going on for a long time. And Chris Brown, I don't know if people don't know, but Chris Brown is in the hole from so many dollars for unpaid loans, and this is from I think it's most majority of the loans is 1.76 mil, and this is from the Popeyes loans. So Chris Brown is being forced to settle his 1.76 million dollar debt from Popeyes chicken franchise investment, according to multiple reports. The mandate comes from a Los Angeles court. The lawsuit was filed by City National Bank in Georgia, which accused Brown and others of failing to honor their financial commitment tied to the Popeyes franchise investment. Chris Brown has 30 days to pay this amount. If he ignores the judgment, he has risk of having his property, money, and wages sealed to satisfy the debt owed by CNB. Wow, Popeye's chicken. Wow, that's crazy. We do have a clip for you guys. After that, we're gonna chop it all up. Go ahead, Akeem.
All right.
Popeye's chicken. Hey, y'all, put chicken on. If y'all put chicken in the chat. If y'all put the chicken emoji, I'm gonna put it right now.
This just a video. This ain't no video. This just a photo.
No, there's a video on the bottom.
Oh,
No, yeah, it's another video on the bottom.
Yeah, I think you gotta click it over. Click it over.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's up with the Popeye chicken? I hate Popeye chicken. That should be fucking my. Excuse my language.
Yeah, they are. Shashi Bun, they loaning money. I was shocked to seeing that too, but they are loaning money. I never knew that. That shocked the hell out of me.
Popeye chicken.
Popeye's chicken loan. I'm Hasib with Complex. City National Bank alleges that it loaned Chris Brown and his associates $2 million to acquire a pair of Popeye's locations. City National Bank alleges that they tried to get their money back from Chris Brown since 2018, and as of February 2023, the alleged unpaid balance of the loan is over $2 million. City National Bank already obtained a default judgment against Chris Brown in another case in Georgia, and now seeks to recover the remaining $1.1 million in this collection case in California. And this is just the latest in a series of lawsuits filed against Chris Brown. He is set to go to trial in December for a lawsuit filed by his former housekeeper in the amount of $71 million for injuries sustained during a dog attack. Of all the things Chris Brown has been sued for in his day, we didn't expect Popeye's chicken to be his latest. For more on this, head over to complex.com. Until next time, I'm Hasib with Complex.
Doing him too? Damn. But
It's crazy, but yeah, this really caught my eye of him owning the loan from the company of Popeye's Chicken. That's crazy because I guess he was built a franchise, but I guess he didn't go through. But go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on the situation with Chris Brown?
no, but the situation with Chris Brown, to me, it didn't make no sense for him to get loan off of Popeye Chicken Wing. They supposed to be paying him to try to, so for him to kind of do some form of endorsement. And I'm like, why they have to give you a loan? Unless a loan, that was I gotta really go in deep with the probably the case report of them suing him, because if he pretty much they were loaning him $1.2 million because he was supposed to promote them or advertise for them, then that's something different. But if they were just giving them a loan because Chris Brown was asking for a loan, to me it seems odd. I think they were probably doing some type of deal, and then Chris Brown didn't go away with the deal. And not only that, but also it's a crazy thing too, him being sued by his man for $71 million. Pretty much that's the whole Chris Brown estate. So that one is kind of crazy, but Chris Brown need to wake up. Sugar Shiesty Bun say this right there today. Chris Brown need to get off them drugs. You said it, not me. Go ahead, Akeem.
I want people to take this as a learning lesson to see that not all these people got money like that. We assume people in the music industry got money. As Chris Brown been in the industry for this amount of years, you should be worth over $30 million. Why you just ain't pay that by yourself? Write a check.
Exactly.
When
That
you,
was saying doesn't make sense. Exactly. You're right. Fact. It's on the KI Culture Radio side. Thanos. I'll put it in the chat. Go ahead. The KI Culture Radio side. I'll put the link in the chat. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
So I want people to look at it from that point. Like, a lot of these guys don't got money. A lot of these guys don't even got good credit. So when we hear these things, I don't want people to be surprised and be like, yo, this man is broke. Yes, he's been broke. A lot of you guys spend these money on fancy cars. They get high interest rate loans like all of us regulars, and some of these guys die broke. If you don't know, look at the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. Most of these people who came from this era still don't retain none of their money, none of their rights, none of their publishing. So this doesn't surprise me. I just hope that kids can learn a lesson from this.
Yeah, I agree with you, King. I don't get a lot of these rappers, R&B people, or even some entertainers. They do not. When they first get big like that, they don't have financial advisors.
Yep.
When it comes to Chris Brown, you won't hear anything about him like financial advisors and everything. So you can hear from years and years. Not only does he owe Popeye's chicken, which is crazy. There's been some. He owed back taxes for IRS and everything, and he hasn't. I think he hasn't been paying his property tax or anything like that. Especially here in the state of California and everything. Yeah, a lot of people are just not good with money and everything, and he has his kids, and I know he's paying child support too. So, with Chris Brown, it's like, as big of a superstar he is, and especially at the age he is and everything, he should be making a lot more money what he's doing right now and everything. But not him really getting what's the word? Not getting endorsements like that like he used to. it's just like, I'm not saying, well, it is sad to see the situation and everything. It's just sad to see that, Chris Brown at age 34, you just owe tech, you got to pay these banks and you owe taxes and everything to almost $2 million for Popeyes. And I think it's over $100 million for IRS and everything. I think I talked about that last year and everything. But yeah, Chris, it's just you got all these properties and everything, and you don't have a financial advisor to really, put you, into the grid on what you need to be doing and everything. Hopefully, I wish Chris Brown just, you do have the money to pay it. It's just how you use your money on certain things and everything. And also, if you're gonna make a deal with Popeyes, you're not going with the franchise as well, because if that was the case, that's extra millions in your pocket if you can open these franchises. That's you don't got to worry about when you in the situation right now, and you owe Popeyes and you owe taxes, for the IRS and everything. So, I don't know if he's well. I don't. That's to tell he's not business minded or anything. Not really looking for your future, not just for yourself, also for your kids as well and everything. So, Chris Brown, please get a financial advisor, because it sounds like you don't have one. Make sure you get pay what you need to pay off, get your money right, and then try to get it on the positive road with your money, because it's I don't know. It's just kind of embarrassing that at your age you still owe money to Popeye's Chicken. Popeye's Chicken, not KFC, not churches. Popeye's Chicken, crazy.
Shout out to Josh W. is also in the building, man. He's another one who support a lot of people's platform. I really do greatly appreciate you for also being here as well. Shout out to Josh W. in the building. Yeah, but that was Thanos said something in the chat. He said never use your own money. A lot of these men don't use their own money, which is true. Same thing with a lot of rich people. A lot of rich people don't use their own money. They use a lot of loan, especially when it comes to Robert Kiyosaki. He always used credit. So, sorry, not credit. He always used that to leverage. So a lot of these men use the money to pretty much leverage so they could capitalize off someone else's money, which is the smart thing to do if you know how to do it. I think Chris Brown, like Jordan said, I think he do need to get a financial advisor because I think his mind is not all the way right. And I don't know if because of him doing because of him being doing drug use or him doing other stuff with his money. I really don't know. But go ahead, Jordan. You was gonna say something?
What? I don't know if you answer this question, Ronnie or Hakeem. I don't know if it's lean. I don't know if it's drugs, but what does I don't see Chris Brown, but I see Soldier Boy too. It's like they cheap. You can see it's like their face so skinny they can see their cheekbones. You know what
Yeah,
type of drugs that is?
that's that lean. Is that lean?
Is that lean?
Yeah, lean, and sometimes especially when they do shrooms and
Okay,
mushrooms.
and I got okay. If that's the case, then why does it have an aftermath too? Because look at Lil Wayne. It's like remember he used to be so skinny, but now Lil Wayne, his face look all puffy, all that type of stuff. I don't know. It's a reaction to it. What the hell's going on with that?
Yeah, Little Wayne. Shiesty say no, it could be the coke. Um, um, Thanos say lean could also do the opposite. So it
Oh,
depends.
okay.
It depends on the person's body type. And remember, you gotta keep in mind sometimes they don't be eating as well. Like it. What did Chicago say? No, Chicago talking about Lavelle. He was talking.
Other
He said
people's money.
use other people's money. Yeah, a lot of rich people they do that. They use other people's money. Not only that, but the banks. To be honest, the banks use our money to invest in something else. That's why most of the time you in the bank, you think your money's there where it's set in that account. It really don't be there. Sometimes your money's already been allocated somewhere else. They use the bank do the same thing. I'm not a scam, but that's something they've been doing for centuries. They learned that from the banking system. But when I count from that facial Jordan, it's because it's them drugs, bro. Them drugs be serious,
Yeah,
especially when they be mixing it too.
yeah. Because I'm looking at Chris and Soldier Boy. Shoot, they look like Michael Jackson for the Thriller from the Thriller video, looking like zombies and everything, man. I mean, like, damn. I know,
Go
I know,
ahead,
I know the industry tough, but damn, you don't even get that low, yo. And so the aftermath is everything. The aftermath, how your cheekbones look so skinny, is just crazy to me.
I don't know how they could do X. I can't do X. I can't do
Mm-mm.
X. They be on that serious. They be on because remember they entertainers. They gotta
Yeah,
get
man.
they.
Some of these
Remember
Hollywood
it's like
parties, yo,
energy.
I can't. I can't. If some of these Hollywood parties be like that, nah, no, that ain't for me.
that legal. I'm telling you that energy, because remember you got to be up to perform. You got to keep the energy up, especially when you're tired. They got to do
Yeah,
something to keep it up. That
yeah.
was it. Even some of these podcasters be on something because when I be seeing like some of these podcasts doing 12 hours by themselves, I'll be like, yo,
Did we
12
have
hours,
diapers? We got some
you know,
diapers on.
without even taking a break, like
Yeah.
bathroom break. That's how
Mm.
it be, you know. But go ahead, Hakeem.
No, definitely. I did want to comment on the OPP, other people's money. You got to have, some people have to have good credit to get that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A credit line. I don't think a lot of people, we don't understand the fundamental of credit. Most athletes have bad credit. Most rappers have bad credit. Nobody prioritizes that. A lot of these guys get high interest loans and stuff like this and make foolish investments decisions. So we see the aftermath. A lot of people go broke. Look up the story of Sean Kemp from the Seattle Supersonics. He had over like 9 kids, lost everything, and he was just like, I think he's a garbage man now. Same thing with what's the other name? Antoine Walker was another one from Boston, and there was another guy from Rhode Island who started to work at the at Starbucks. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Chicago Rilla.
Yeah, that was a majority of these guys when they get these type of money, they don't have the right people to help them leverage their money. Or
Yeah,
even let's say even if they do borrow from other people, you still remember you got to pay them people back also with interest. It's the same. It's the same way it goes. But sometimes I think they just be forgetting, or their mind is on something else, or they be like, oh, I'm gonna just take advantage of scamming people because they're making a certain amount of money and then I'm good. It don't work that way, especially when it comes to aspect of Chris Brown. Chris Brown, his catalog itself is over $1 billion. So
yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing borrowing money from Popeye? It doesn't make any sense, But
It's
go
weird
ahead.
as hell when we think about it.
And it's sad to say, but Hakeem, I think you do have a great point. I think some of these guys in this industry are completely broke.
Yeah,
But they they giving us the illusion that they're making money because you see them with the train, you see when the money getting thrown around and stuff like that. So like some of these people like be really, really completely broke. Chicago,
Yeah,
ask
I
your question,
agree.
Hakeem.
You told me.
yeah. Chicago Rilla off the chain.
Chicago really off the chain. Chicago, you on that latte again? He's on that latte again. Got him off the cane. Well, go ahead, Jordan. You were saying something. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like seeing like I was agree with you how a lot of these rappers we some of them we make more money than them and everything and look at the statistics is very very shocking and everything. But it's like I say it's just like in the NBA any or any field you go to, it's like it's only a lot of people that make no amount of money, but it's only very two the 10%, the 10%, 5%, 1% or 50% that make the most money out of anybody and everything. So that's how life works sometimes, most of the times. Majority of people don't get a lot of money, especially in these industries. But if you're the number one, you can be they can promote you or anything. That's where the big bucks are at.
Yeah, but that's getting crazy. Oh, so Hakeem, you gotta use other people's money. You gonna do that, Hakeem? You be using other people's money?
Oh no, definitely. I'm all big on credit. I got credit cards. I was just saying, what I mean, I don't mind getting loans and stuff like that. I was just saying a lot of people don't have credit to use OPP. You know what I mean? Some people got to get a personal line of credit. Some people ain't built business credit enough. They don't got a paydex score over 80. You know what I mean? Your LLC ain't over 2-3 years old to borrow nothing. So I think the concept is easy, but those rappers don't even understand that. So they got money. You know what I mean? He's in Chicago's right. He said the label always gonna recruit expenses first. These rappers sign to the labels, fronting 100%. 100%. He said everything that goes on in just those 2 lines. You know what I mean? So and don't get me wrong, I do think OPP is a good thing. Is something if you can and if you can get a good interest rate and did shit. Walmart have what 80 lines of credit from all the suppliers that they get. They don't pay for that food that we buy up front. They pay them after.
And the crazy thing is, that was it give us the illusion thinking that these guys actually make money. When I realized when we actually know somebody that's actually in the industry right now, and he don't make a single dime.
Nah, man. Yeah, got dropped from his label. And then you know what I mean, he's running around here. He can't even come to the hood as bad as that. You know what I'm saying? But it just, but you know, as poor black people, we see somebody doing good, we automatically think like, yo, he's on, like maybe he could put us on or something like that. And it don't be that sometimes. You know what I mean? People still be struggling. You know what I mean?
Got dropped. They dropped him.
Yeah, he been had dropped from his label years, bro.
I didn't even know that. That one I
Yeah.
didn't.
Ben had got dropped, fam. Ben. All he's doing now is poaching memory pictures of all the people he was hanging around with.
Go back down memory lane.
Yeah, come on, man.
But remember that was it. Illusion thinking.
Huh?
Thinking that they in something when they're really not.
Yes. I do think like if we look at this from that perspective, I think a lot of people. The problem is we believe in wolf tickets a lot of times. We're so thinking about success, not understanding we're already successful. Chicago is successful. You are successful. Jordan is successful. Half the people here, we have more than we see these people online. They're living a fantasy. We own homes. We get to crank up cars. Some of these people are in leases they can't afford. You know what I mean? Some people can't even get a latte in the morning. You know what I mean? I think that, and this is why kids are so delusioned behind that, because we seeing these guys, you know what I mean? And shit, I get lost in the sauce sometimes too. I didn't know that you default on $1 million loan. Man, if I was in Chris Brown, I'll be up by now. Up. You know what I mean? You won't be hearing about no loan issues or nothing like that. But you know what I mean? It's an illusion. And I think that I'm happy this has come out so kids can understand. Man, he ain't really paid like that. He don't even own his masters. He don't even own 100% of his publishing.
Yeah, that's true. I can. And I feel like, there's a lot of information that we have today that we didn't have, back in the day, to really learn about, you could ask, Alexa, you could ask Siri about, how the music industry works and everything. There's books about it, there's DVDs about it, there's people who's been in the industry, probably have YouTubes about it or clips about, what's going on and everything. There's just so much information that, not just the industry or, entertainment, sports as well of what really goes on, we in the entertainment industry or the music industry like that. So, so if some information is out there for people to know and to see Chris Brown in the situation he is right now, and now, just keep continue to have depth, and continue to have depth, building depth and everything. It's just embarrassing.
Why I say there's a reason why teams supply financial advisors and agents to players to take back from the individual. Yes.
100. Woo, Jesus.
That's facts. Why? Yes.
What facts? Those quote unquote money managers, they get you around. You start losing $1 million or two. You don't know where the money get. You ain't keeping up with your accounting. Go look at an interview Dame Jazz said a couple years. He was with an accounting firm. They stole $1 million of his money. Then the guy sold the company, and he was still fighting to get the money back.
Yeah, you got to know because remember because the thing with some people when they got so much money coming in, they not paying attention of every cent and every dollar. It's easy when you do it when you're broke because you're able to see like, oh, I got $1 in my bank account. I know I got $1. So if the bank takes 10 cents from it, you might why are you taking 10 cents from that dollar? But when you're dealing with $1 million, your mind's like you're not even thinking about I just got money in the bank. Like that's why I always tell people like especially of course this is not financial advice. This is something that I do. I check my bank every morning when I wake up. I try to see what's going on, see what money's being allocated, what money's not being allocated. Because if not, then bro, even a bank will take your own money if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, right. That's being smart. Everybody should be taking account and everything because sometimes you might be scared. Know about it. it could be simple and everything. If you trust somebody, city, there's a lot of people, they're being smart about how to scam and everything. So, I agree with you, it's not financial advice either, but you should be able to check your bank at night because maybe you bought something on the app on play on the app service or anything, and then you pay for a free trial, and then after the free trial is over, 7 days or 14 days later, you see $22, $23 coming out of your account. It's like, what happened with this and everything? And then you check, it's like, oh, I forgot to end my trial and everything. It could come from streaming services, from music, TV. A lot of people, like I said, they get the free trial, but sometimes if you get to put the free trial, it get charged. So, I'm saying because I used to be a witness of doing stuff like that too. So I had to clean that up and clean up, to make sure I'm more financially good.
Chicago Real Estate. LeBron tried to give us the blueprint.
Yep.
Mavericks and the rich.
Yep. But to be honest with you, the blueprint is right in front of our eyes, but we don't want to pay attention. You feel me? And I'm saying this, the blueprint is not the rappers. The blueprint is, and this is why there's a misconception, and I think that Chicago can speak on this more than everything because there's a big misconception. There's a lot of well-to-do people in places that we don't go to. Even though negativity blankets a lot of these cities, there's multimillionaires who make money and retain a lot of these money in these cities. Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit, you know what I mean? Atlanta. These are black meccas where money is being flown through these places. And a lot of people think that you have to become a rapper to become a millionaire. You don't. That's why I don't listen to those wake up Monday morning shakeups. You feel me? Like I don't need to. Let me just go to a black city and see how they moving over there. Who owning stores and what they selling, who owns the restaurants and what shoes, you know what I mean? Like, so it's so much. Like, if you want to see a millionaire, a real millionaire, not something on TV, go to a predominantly black city. And we can see Birmingham, Montgomery, you know what I mean? Especially Chicago. Them dudes, Chicago guys go all over the place and start businesses. We have a couple of Chicago guys here in Miami who owns a clothing store. And they feed the homeless over here. So I'm saying, like, there's that hustle in you. You can see that. You know what I mean? I think that entertainment are just poor excuses.
And also, I want to add this.
Shout out to Tequila. Go ahead, Hakeem.
And I just shout out to Tequila. I just want to add this too, Hakeem. Majority of regular millionaires, they don't start making money until their 20s and 30s. So majority of millionaires, they don't get money in their 50s and 60s. The millionaires you see, like entertainers and athletes and everything, those are rare, super extreme, where they get money in their 20s and everything. Either they'll make more money, majority of them they'll make it, they'll spend it, and they don't have money and everything. Majority of millionaires don't make their money until they're in their 50s, 40s if you're lucky, and really in their 50s and 60s. And that's fact. And I'm gonna say this again: all these rappers, all these other people you see, entertainers, musicians, and everything, that get money at an early age. It's like I said, it's very super duper rare to get that money. So Look at Chicago Rilla. He's naming people right now. Shout out to Rilla.
You see? But we all focus on a lot of you see, he's naming a whole bunch of people. Herman J. Russell, Robert F. Smith. Oh, that's the billionaire. John
The
Rogers.
billionaire. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Nidus. So there are blueprints. And listen here. Shout out to Robert F. Smith. Hey, Chicago, isn't Robert F. Smith the guy who paid off 1 year of Morehouse's student loan?
That's him. That's a fact. Hakeem. That was 2 years ago, I believe.
That was 2 years ago. Let me ask you a question. When any of these entertainers did anything like that?
They don't have the money. Remember, they don't have the money. That costs money to do something like that.
Yeah. Raymond C. Lambert. So it's a tons of names. So there is a big misconception that they think these ethnic enclaves are danger zone. There's people getting money there. So
but I don't know if Little Dirk. I think he paid for somebody college tuition. I think I'm not sure it was Little Dirk. It was one of the rappers that recently just did it recently. Paid for some college tuition. I forgot which rapper what, but I think it was Little Dirk.
Okay.
Oh, it was Uzi. I remember. It was Uzi.
What about Chicago? Chicago the rapper? I think he did the same thing too. There's some that do it, but I'm not gonna say all. No, I didn't even hear Jay-Z doing something like that. Unless he do it and then it's not publicly known. So sometimes guys would do things and they won't just make it publicly known. They'll be like, yeah, I paid somebody school off, but they just don't. They won't announce it though. It's a possibility.
No, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
But that being said, the next one.
All right, we're gonna go to our next and our final topic. We get through it, so we're gonna talk about Miss Wendy. Yes, I was. Hey guys, getting off a little early, so I'll be there shortly. So Mimi, she said she's gonna be here in a bit. So we kind of started off and hopefully she'll jump in. We're gonna talk about Wendy Williams. We haven't talked about her lately, so she had a demo called "Where Is Wendy" and everything. And I don't know if you guys saw the document or saw the clips and everything. As going through the documentary, you can see that she's suffering from dementia. I mean, she has she always had suffer for medical condition as well. But learning watching the documentary, just recently found out that she had dementia, which I think she had the same name what Bruce Willis has and everything. And I haven't saw the documentary, but just like looking at the clips and also listen to people reacting to her and everything. You could just see that, they shouldn't have been showing, Wendy at this state of the moment right now because she, wants to get back on television. But the thing is like, they say that people that's, that works for her, they're trying to use her for money, and her family, they're trying to, get her back to wealth and everything. But, with, the family, that the people that, the documentary, and how they look at how she viewing herself right now, it's not a good look. We do have guys for what's going on,
Us. Wendy Williams always said she wanted to come back to daytime television, but she has an even bigger challenge than anyone would have imagined. We're learning that the former talk show host has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. Stephen Fabian has details.
Heartbreaking news. Wendy Williams is suffering from dementia and aphasia, the same disorder that has stricken actor Bruce Willis. In a press release issued today under Wendy's name, her care team reveals after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. It says aphasia is impacting Wendy's language and communication abilities, and it calls her dementia a progressive disorder impacting behavior and cognitive functions. The news broke just moments before The View came to an end today.
We wanted to update you on some news that has just broke concerning Wendy Williams. Wendy and her care team just released a statement that she's been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Our hearts go straight out to her.
Wendy's care team says the diagnosis came after the legendary talk show host underwent a battery of tests here at Weill Cornell Medicine in New York City. That information was released as speculation mounted about her whereabouts. Now, right now, she's in an undisclosed facility known only to her court-appointed guardian. Even her own family says they have no idea where she is. Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, appeared on The View promoting the upcoming Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
Her ultimate decision was that everybody's telling my story, no matter how painful it is. I want to tell it.
She didn't say a word about the dementia diagnosis, which was announced by Wendy's PR team. We spoke to neurologist Dr. Leah Kroll.
This is a progressive disorder, and there is no known cure or medication that we could give to slow the disease process down. And so, in general, things will gradually get worse with time.
Bruce Willis was forced to retire from acting after his diagnosis in 2022. His family gives regular updates on his condition and shares heartwarming video of him, like this birthday celebration.
Right at it.
You really have to hand it to Wendy Williams and Bruce Willis in terms of how generous and brave it is of them to come out with this. This is not a diagnosis that's easy to be open about at all, and they're doing us such a beautiful service by drawing attention to it.
In this just-released clip from the documentary, you see Wendy like you've never seen her before, without her signature glamorous wigs. The documentary is so raw and so revealing that Wendy's niece was asked if the former talk show host is being exploited.
How do you respond to that? Well, I respond to that by saying I was not paid. Right. Sitting here today, I haven't taken a dime. I'm not getting paid off of this. This is literally just a labor of love and fighting for your family.
The Lifetime special Where is Wendy Williams airs in 2 parts this Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, man.
And of course,
fair use. It was, man. It's a shame that Wendy is at the state that she is right now. But I'm gonna pat on. So, what's your guys' take on the Wendy Williams and the documentary? If you saw the clips or the documentary itself, go ahead, fellas.
First of all, I want to get a shout out to a person was the one that told me to do a topic for us to do a topic on this. She was like, what have you guys talked about it? I say no. She was like, you guys should talk about it. I said yes. We'll do it most definitely. So we're doing it for her. So guys, you also want us to do topics that you would like us to do? Make sure you guys can hit us up on the inbox, or any one of us personally. Just let us know. We would love to do a topic for you guys. Remember, at the end of the day, Chaos Culture Radio is for you guys, not for us. It's mostly for you guys. So the diagnosis that Wendy is facing right now is very serious diagnosis. One of them, remember, I think it is asthenia, is the one where it deals with the brain, where it hinders your speaking and also your ability to think. So that one right there is very serious, and a lot of people are speculating she got that after she did her surgery. She never, even Chicago really say that she never been the same after she did that surgery. So, it's a sad thing to see some of these people go through. Some people dementia. Dementia is one of it too. She dealing with 2 diagnoses: dementia and also aphasia. She's dealing with 2 diagnoses, and those are some serious diagnoses. Something that not to play with. As you can see, look what happened to Bruce Willis. So it's a sad thing to see her going through. A lot of people believe now these are I know this is very harsh to say, but a lot of people think this is her karma because what she did to a lot of people in the past. They say she deserved what she's going through. She treated a lot of people like crap. She treated her team like crap. She treated her PR team like crap. So a lot of people don't feel sorry for her. But at the same time, when you see a woman, anybody dealing with a form of condition, that like they say, it never touch someone unless it hit home. So when it happens to you personally, then you will kind of see okay what the person is going through. So, you know, I'm not gonna bash Whitney. I know from all the stigma she did in the past. Because remember they say Whitney was the original Tasha K before Tasha K actually came out. So, but for her just to be dealing with that and suffering, I don't like people to suffer at all. And not only that, but especially for her family don't know where she's at. That's a very alarming thing too. Because I'm like, I want to know. My family got to know where I'm at. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Akeem.
I agree with you, brothers, and I do also agree. Like, let's not kick somebody while they're down. You know what I mean? And yeah, she did a lot of things that was very salacious. She did do some things that was very tasteless. You know what I mean? And I do believe as family we should be able to forgive and forgive. And then she has dementia. You know what I mean? I also want to I also want to she looks better before surgery, and she looks better before surgeries. Yeah. That's my take.
For me, Whitney Williams, she's been very, very real to not, to people, not just to, her family, but also to people in general. She said on the show, it's like, yo, I used to do drugs, hardcore drugs. I used to do cocaine. I used to do crack and everything. And she told back in the industry, she used to, it kind of, put her into a really, really bad place. And and there was one time on the show that I didn't really get in deep. Like I really thought it wasn't serious until she I saw producers. There was one time on the show that she was, I think it was Halloween costume at the time, and she was Statue of Liberty. And then on the middle of the show, we used to come back on the show. I don't know what happened. I guess the head was maybe was the helmet, the head thing she had on, and then she started lose sight and everything, and then she collapsed and everything. You know, I just look at stuff like that. But right now with Wendy Williams, it's just really, really sad to see her like this. It's really, really sad. I just wish they never did this documentary. But as for some people that's in her circle, they are, to me, that I think they're really exploiting her, especially her publicist, because the publicist was saying, so this was supposed to be Wendy's come back, documentary, like get back on television and everything. But if you look at her state, she is nowhere near close of attempting to come and turn the TV. Let her know I'm doing a podcast, because last year she was talking about doing a podcast or whatever. With the state of Wendy Williams right now, no. And also I agree with her son, because the son is like, I don't want my mother to go back into entertainment. She's done enough work, and I just want her to stay home, be with family, and just live her golden years, with her family and everything. But but Woody Williams, she broke barriers and everything. Without Woody Williams, it wouldn't be a lot of these podcasters who will talk about hot topics that we do it right now. You could talk about Tasha K. You could talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp and everything. Without Whitney Williams, her spiciness and topics and everything, half of these podcasts would not be on the YouTube right now. So you got to give props up to Whitney Williams, because she was the pioneer, really pushing the window, and also Charlamagne. Charlamagne started off with Whitney Williams. Look at Charlamagne now and everything. So like I said, a lot of people don't like I say, don't mess with Whitney Williams like that. But she took her own lane, and she built that lane to what she was at the time, being a radio personality, and to having a show Wendy Williams show and everything. But you know, right now it's very, very sad that, you know, we got to see her in this documentary and her state that she is right now. But yeah, man, it's very, very sad. And I just wish that documentary never came out. Could have should.
And that being said, we also have our special guest, one of the co-hosts of the Shiesty Avengers. Shout out to Ashton. Mimi's on the panel. Well, Mimi, before you get your take on this last segment, I want to know, pretty much let the guys know who you are. We know who you are, but let the people in the chat know who you are, because now you're over here on the Chaos Culture Radio side. We have a different type of audience, so break down who you are, and then also we would love to hear your take. Go right ahead.
Hey everybody, my name is Mimi. I came over here from Ashton's channel on YouTube. I am just a little Texan girl, not born and raised. I'm from California. I have Polynesian background in my family. That's something that Prince likes. Prince, why aren't you cammed up today? Why are you not cammed up today?
What? Huh?
Mimi, you don't know when when he came up, he would start blushing.
No. Listen. No. Yeah, my background went out.
Sure. Anywho, I'm just here. I'm supporting y'all. Y'all know I got love for you. Ron and Prince has been on the show. Jordan, I'm waiting for you to come on the show.
Okay, you got me.
All right.
All right. I want to come. Like I said, I want to come before my baby's born, and hopefully either this week or next week.
Okay. Let us know.
Let us
know. I can make a special segment for you. But anywho, my sentiments, I completely agree with what Jordan said. And I saw a couple of comments in the comment section as well. Like she looked better before surgeries. She was healthier at that point, maybe not mentally because she was messy as hell, but you know, she looked better at that point. But also I wasn't following much of it before you sent me the clips, but like I heard that she may not actually have dementia, like they are actually drugging her. So I have mixed feelings about that. I have mixed feelings about the story, and I do want to like look at some more articles. I didn't get a chance to today because I'm coming from work, y'all, but I share the same sentiments as Jordan.
No, but what do you think about the backlash Whitney's pretty much been receiving from people that pretty much don't like her? That this is her karma, that she deserves everything she's getting right now.
It's out of pocket. I mean, I don't feel like anyone deserves. That's just me though, y'all. I don't feel like anyone deserves the things that happen that are uncontrollable, or you know, things like something like this. This is an illness that we're putting out there. Oh, she's this, she's that. This is what she's been diagnosed with. I don't feel like that's just me though. I don't feel like I would ever be like, oh, you deserve that. It's karma. No, the lifestyle of a journalist, the lifestyle of a host, the lifestyle of the whatever platform she built for herself, or, you know, was inducted in, like, that's just her lifestyle. It's different. She may have been somebody totally different on the inside. We only get what she puts out there for us to see. But that's just like us. We have to have a social media presence, and it's not 100% authentic. Like you guys will see a Mimi on YouTube that's not Mimi in real life. If I were to invite you to my home and have this get together, or, you know, just like some family and friends time, you guys are going to see a different side of me. And so I don't feel like anyone deserves the backlash that she is receiving. Somebody said it's tasteless. It is tasteless. No one knows how to respect anymore. Everyone feels like they're so entitled to access to your lifestyle. No one knows how to respect the privacy. No one knows how to respect the human anymore.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think she should be revered, even though that her content for the last 20 years has been very gossipy and not very forward thinking in any sense of that?
Do I feel that way? Because y'all know who I am, and y'all know the type of heart that I have. Yes. Yeah. I feel like respected. She's ill. Sorry, y'all gonna hear my baby in the background. I gotta let him outside. She's ill. Like, respect that. It's just like if she passed away, like there is gonna be backlash. People are gonna be like, oh, well, I'm glad she's, like, some people are gonna be like that. But also at the same time, respect it. Like, it is what it is. Hey, friends.
Yeah, I agree with that because you just look at people out there today. The Jason Lees, or the Shade Room. Um,
Everybody that's following in
and,
her footsteps.
and there you go. Exactly. Everybody following for her
You're doing the
footsteps.
same
So
thing. You're taking the torch and you're continuing this marathon. Like it's not this is the social media presence or the media presence that you want. She paved the way for you, but respect it. You don't have to like her.
yeah,
You made a statement. You made a statement that you say her life should be private. I think not, because when you on like a social media platform like hers, it should be wide open. That one thing I do give the Kardashian family one credit.
Mhm.
Their life is in the open because they know they're in social media, so their life has to be in the open. Even
So
though I
I don't
think
think
they deserve that privacy. Go ahead.
I get it. I don't think I said that her life should be private. I said that you would correct me if I'm wrong because I already took a shot because y'all making
No,
that.
no, no, no. You good.
But
You
I
good.
think
It's just
I think
pushback.
I said
Go ahead.
that you would get a different version of her
Mhm.
in real life versus in public. The same
Okay.
way you would get a different version of me if I invited you to my home to hang out versus what you see on YouTube.
But that version should have been seen even at that time, because then people would have a different
Mm.
opinion about her than what they have now. Because all people know for Wendy Williams right now is for being nasty, for being feisty, and also for being rude.
Yeah, I don't think it should have though. I think there's always a sector of your life that you're going to keep hidden because you don't want to let everybody in to every aspect of your life.
Mm.
We agree to
yeah.
this.
And I was gonna say this. You could just say her life wasn't really but a majority of her career. You could say her private life was kind of open too, because we know her for doing drugs. That she said, also being in a relationship with her ex-husband Kevin and everything, and how they said allegedly that Kevin used to put Wendy Williams on these type of drugs and everything, and how so he had this little side chick that he married, and then after the divorce, he was getting the alimony, he was getting the most money and everything. So we know some stuff of Wendy Williams' private life, of what has gone on through over the years and everything. But I just feel like right now at her state, if she has dementia, this is her time, because she had a wonderful career. She's been in the game for what 30 plus years of being on the show, on being on radio, and and she does have a Star Walk of Fame here in Hollywood and everything. She's been established as one of the biggest trenders of topics, of gossiping. She's up there, the tip of the top. Now going on 60 years old and everything, and her son saying it's like, yo, mom, you did enough. You don't need to be on television no more. Live your golden years with your family, because you already did everything you could. What else do you have to prove? Even though she says you will go on the podcast, what else do you need to prove for yourself that you need to be great? A lot of people that's out right now will look at Wayne Williams as a pioneer to be, of being the Miss Gossip Queen. So Winnie Williams, this is her time. Just get out of the spotlight and be around family, and just enjoy your golden years. Period.
So,
That's agree.
so I also want us to take and think about it from like this. A lot of people, what you do in life, we're gonna always be judged by your legacy that you leave behind, and I think that's important. And it's in things that we need to think about on how we present ourselves and what type of goal we have. I know she probably wanted to get money and put her family in a financial position. The route she took is what she took. And don't get me wrong, she is a trailblazer. But I guess people are going to have opinions about your legacy in a sense, no matter if you're gone or you're still living. And I think that's the question that it is right now. I do think that you did mention something that I do agree with you on, Mimi, that I do think that there should be parts of her life private. And I do think, I'm wondering why is her family are not in control of that. This side of it, her deteriorating in public should not be
Remember, I came. She's on the what's it? A guardianship.
a guardian. And
Yeah.
who has on a guardianship?
Well, I don't know. This wasn't her family, but I guess I don't know if it's her financial manager or something like that. like I guess she signed some papers that like once her bank closes right there, and then I'll just say this: none of her documents that she had money through the banks and everything did not go to her some type of family, like her sister
So
or
she
her
has like
father.
a power of attorney.
Yes. So, but yeah, she's on a guardianship, and her family. I don't think her family knew nothing about it once she got on the guardianship and everything. I'm not 100% detailed what's going on, but I know for a fact that none of her family knows she was on the guardianship at the time when she got on the guardianship.
Wow.
So I guess I think more of it's on the documentary, but like I said, I haven't watched the documentary. I just saw clips of it and everything.
Well, I'm interested now. I might watch the documentary because I do feel like, I mean, when you're slowly fading away like that, it's no need to be in public. But I also understand like the reason somebody would be like, nah, let's keep it public. She is a very public figure, but as family, I would definitely fight for that to be private.
Do y'all think that the reason why she wants to get back to work, or why this, because she's getting paid from this documentary, do you think they hurting for money?
I can't say that because I don't know. I just had to know the finances of the money and everything. I just feels like the circle around her, which is not her family, they want some type of money and everything. I don't think Wendy in general, she doesn't need money. There's been rumors that say that she's broke or not. I'm not 100% true, but just for Wendy Williams' sake, I don't think it's really for money. I just feel like people that's in her circle, are trying to get money from her, and that's not. I'm not talking about her family, but people around her circle who've been around her for years and trying to get money from her and her status she in right now.
So I was gonna say.
Oh, go ahead, Mimi.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Ron.
No, go ahead. Finish the point. Go ahead, because I'm going somewhere else. Go ahead.
I was going to say something to the effect of what Urban Noise said. It's possible because she hasn't been active in the space, and she hasn't been active for a while. But I've also never heard anything about like, oh, she's broke type situation. So it's at the end of the day, whenever people about to kick the bucket, it's always going to come down to money. Mm-hmm. Money is the root of why, people act the way that they act. And so I don't know who the power of attorney is. I don't know who's controlling, her image while she's unable to do the things that she does. But like, it should, in my opinion, be private.
Who you consider more well respected, Whitney or Oprah?
I'm sorry, what'd you ask?
Who is more well respected, Wendy or Oprah?
I feel like Oprah is.
Why?
I feel like Oprah has been on the scene way longer than Wendy, but I feel like Oprah took a different path. Oprah didn't come out with the gossip and tabloids and things like that. Now, she may have touched on it every now and then over the last, I don't know how many decades. I'm not that old, I'm young. So, I don't know how long she's been out, but I do feel like Oprah is more of that, kind of like home brand name type of vibe versus Wendy would be somebody that you would go outside of the home to like listen to and kind of get into the gossip and things like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
No, Oprah does have a better image than Whitney, but the reason why I asked you that question is because the simple fact is image is everything. Now, It's okay to be in the tabloids and talk about gossipy topics. We know that. But you can still have a clean image. People don't want to be around Whitney. That's just a fact. A lot of people say they do not want her in the party. When Whitney was coming in the room, a lot of people would leave the room because of her attitude. Now, I understand the aspect of the business now, because when you're dealing with gossipy topics, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that balance. But the thing with Wendy, and the only reason why I bring up Wendy and Oprah, the difference in them two is because Oprah will be invited to the party, Wendy won't.
Right.
And that's why. Now,
I wouldn't want anyone that's messy and can take what I say and twist it and put it out. I wouldn't want anyone.
That's what she was doing. That's why people don't feel sorry for her sickness. They do not. Compared to Bruce Willis. I'm just being honest.
Well, that's Tasha K right now.
I'm following you, but my heart, like that's just me. That's why I said y'all know me, and I'm hoping that I conveyed that appropriately. But my polar heart, I can't just not feel bad. That's why I said, okay,
No, I feel bad. I'm just giving you a pushback, baby. I feel bad. I even said it in my opening statement. I do. Don't give me this. I'm going from a different angle because remember, there's other people that's listening coming from the side I'm doing. So because even if someone I was talking about, a person that told me to do this topic, for us to do this topic today, she said she don't feel bad. She even told me that she don't feel bad. So
you
that's why I was like,
people that don't feel bad.
Yeah,
they don't think twice about it.
They don't care two F's about it. But go ahead, kid. It's just I'm getting you a little bit of pushback, but it's just don't worry about
You're
it.
fine.
I'm very nice. I'm gonna go ahead, kid. Go ahead. Sorry.
I believe there's a nice bone in your body. I'm listening, Prince.
H-Town.
No, listen. I do feel bad. I do feel bad for her. Just like we all caring people and we want to wish the best for people. But I do think that I know a lot of people are gonna have a lot of contention about her. You know what I'm saying? And her legacy. Don't get me wrong. I remember one vivid memory about her that even rubbed me the wrong way with Method Man. His wife had cancer and she was talking about it.
You see,
Method
there we go.
Man was
I forgot about
pissed.
that.
He was pissed.
That's why people don't like her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I forgot about that one.
You see what I'm saying?
Did you guys tune into her shows on a regular? Did y'all watch her stuff on a regular?
I watched it one time and I turned it off.
I feel like I watched it once or twice and I was turned off. That's not a show that I would watch because I got what I needed to see from the first show. I just wanted to go back to a second time to see if, maybe it was just a one-off type of situation when I was first introduced to her. But like, she's not somebody that I would watch. I'm very cognizant of her content and what she put out there. It doesn't make me like her as a person, but the heart that I have makes me feel like you're deteriorating, as we said, you're slowly fading away, and that should definitely be private. But again, it's just little old Mimi. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
You're not little. I don't know why you say little old Mimi. You ain't little. You're a grown lady. You're a grown woman. So you ain't little. You ain't little.
All right, Ron.
No, go ahead.
Jordan, you see how...
What?
I see.
You see, this is what I've been dealing with on my side of town. This is what I'm dealing with.
I'm behaving.
Ron don't even be in the panel before he start coming for me.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
The boys be acting, Jordan.
Oh wow.
Because you got to give them pushback. You can't always. It's good for the audience. If there's no pushback, it ain't good for the audience. You need a little bit of pushback. But go ahead, Mimi. What you were saying?
I said if you say so.
No, but at the end of the day, I want people to make this be known. We do feel bad for her because I don't want people to be watched it about, oh, you guys got essing on Whitney. No, that's not the case. We do feel bad for what she's going through. I think no human being should be going through that because remember they say that type of disease is messing with her speech and the way she thinks. That's a serious disease. That's nothing to play around with. And not only that, but I know someone that's in my job who family member is dealing with that, and she's worried sick. You get what I'm saying? So it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing just to see her going through that, And not only that, is she married? Is Wendy married or no?
I don't.
Allegedly, she's married to a police officer. Allegedly.
How come he's not speaking out about it? That's weird.
It's alleged. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know.
Because I know she got a boyfriend. She gotta have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I thought Kevin got back with her.
No, she said with her side piece. She's married to the side piece.
You got to say it like that. Damn.
I'm just saying, and she was taking he was getting alimony for Wendy Williams. So I'm just saying it is what it is.
It's wild, man.
And then now that, but that was her niece, right? The one that was talking on The View.
Yes, that's correct.
Do y'all think what she doing is a money grab? That's my last question. That's it.
For who, Wendy or?
From right now because of Wendy. Do you think what she doing is a money grab, or does she really seriously care about Wendy?
the
Y'all
state
got an
that
opinion. That's it.
I don't know. It's just I have to look, I gotta watch the documentary. I to really get the answer. So I can't answer until I watch the documentary. Once I watch have the documentary, I can probably have an answer for that.
That's fair. Go ahead, Akeem, and then Mimi can go.
I do think that the family may be a little bit shocked that they probably not in control, but just like what Mimi said, you won't know until she pass away or some real stuff come out, because you know it's gonna come out. Something's
No,
gonna
but
come.
quick question, Akeem, before you finish. And somebody has to be the legal guardian, though, right? Because she can't think for herself.
That is true, and we would assume the family member was, but it's her business manager. And that's the crazy thing about it is, and you know, we're quick to sign over our rights to people we don't know. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the biggest issue too. Trust me, if I was going through something, I would hope y'all would keep that shit off the internet.
I can't do that. I gotta.
No, y'all got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to, because I am.
People care about. Why do people care about you? They want to see you flowers.
Yeah, I just do a PSA. They say the Dawn is not here no more.
I got you, Prince.
No, the Dawn is not here no more. I will. Hey, listen, I don't like cameras.
No cameras or nothing.
Listen, I don't want nobody to see me at my worst, man. That's only for family. Like, I don't want, you know what I mean, people out in the world, you know what I mean? I still want y'all to have an opinion about me. I do.
That's that legacy that he was talking about earlier.
Yeah. I need that legacy, a lot of it. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Mimi, and then close the remarks.
I'm good. I joined late. I'm sorry. So I just been watching.
Oh, no.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We happy you graced us with your presence.
Right. You came in the last 30 minutes. We appreciate that more than enough.
I do appreciate you guys inviting me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, we come Wednesday. Wednesday's open panel, right? So now when we normally do our spiciness, like we talk about very different types of joints, the balls. But now we talk about the dating, and but today is like normally Mondays and Fridays normally like solidified topics, but Wednesday mostly we freestyle.
So Wednesday is my busiest and longest day at work. So I would only be able to join via the chat. However, Friday, I can leave a little earlier so I can come join you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we love to have women on the panel. I love it. I love it.
I know you do.
Why they be trying me, Jordan? I like you. I'm being nice.
No, she was just stamping it. I was like, oh, I know you do. I see how y'all treat me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys.
But at the end of the day, maybe tell the guy where they can find you, where they can search for you. We know you co-host with Ashton on a late night, so tell the people where they can find you.
The hottest late night show in America.
It's hot, ain't it?
It is. Very, very hot.
Yes, it is.
We're the home of the lost episodes. If y'all ain't seen no lost episodes, I don't know what to tell you.
That night was hot. Like
on Wednesdays, we do a Wild and Out Wednesday. That is definitely a lost episode moment. Definitely have to go follow Ashton Williams on YouTube. I'm a baby in this space, so y'all got to go look for him. Y'all got to join the lives because it does get scrubbed. Mm-hmm. I'm on Instagram at Simply Mimi Renee, MIMIRENE.
Hey, don't worry about it. Trust me, this episode do get clipped up, so people will know who you is by the end of this week. Believe that. Oh. But but go ahead, Jordan, Hakeem. Any closing remarks as we let the people go home?
I don't have nothing to say.
I'm good. Mimi already said her closing remarks, so that's good enough for me. We're good.
Oh, you highlight a comment. What's the comment? What did Why saying?
It says whoever owns her name and likeness has power of attorney.
That's what I'm saying. Who owns the name? Because her dad's not alive. Is her dad still alive? No, right?
Dad's still alive. Yeah, her mother passed away. Dad's still alive.
So her daddy must be like what?
90? Yeah, he's in his. I'm gonna say his late 80s. I would say
that's really good. It's because they say black men don't live that long. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to live to be 90. I want to go by 80. 80. Let me leave the earth by 80. 80. But anyhow, like always, guys, you guys already know, it's about that time. It's about that time. Guys, make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for having the lovely Mimi on the panel. Grace us with her presence, with her beautiful smile.
Praise the
Guys,
Lord.
guys, you want to have a
Woo,
good time? Make sure
child.
y'all go over there and subscribe to Ashton Wills channel. I
Yeah,
will
man.
put that in the description so you guys can go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
The
Not that, but
shiesty
shout
is
out
finished.
to not only that. Shout out to Front Sound. Shout out to Nightish. Shout out to White High. Shout out to Thanos, who was in the
Thanos.
building. Shout out to Urban Noah. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vince, who always come in here. Gracie Hubs was up with her presence. Shout out to the Keela. Y'all guys gotta help me because I lost track of names because I had to restart everything. So shout out to Tequila, shout out to Kendall, shout out to Jabari who always tuning in. They're not here today, but they always go back, rewatch the show, always tune in. Shout out to Josh W who always coming in. Shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. He's the man you guys need to know. Vibe, you know I mess with you. So Vibe, shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. Shout out to Isaiah Jr. who was also in the building. I ain't seen this brother in a long time, but he was here. Shout out to Sherry Brown was in the building. Shout out to Keisha. Keisha was here too as well. From Facebook. Shout out to her. Hakeem, you know that woman? Keisha.
Yeah. Miss Nelson. Yeah, I know her.
Shout out to her, man.
Yeah.
She came out of nowhere.
Shout out
you
to
be
Miss.
bringing it out, bro. Keep bringing the women. We love the women over here.
Shout out.
Keep bringing the women. Jordan, I don't know anybody else you want to get shout out to before we on our way out, because I know I missed some names, but you know my thing restarted. So
I think you got everybody.
Yeah,
I'm scrolling down. I think you got everybody.
Shout out to those that are also watching on Facebook, Twitch,
and
also
Instagram.
Kick. And also Jono heard them. Gore was also in the building as well. Shout out to those brothers. They always coming in, holding us down. But most appreciated, we appreciate guys that actually go back and rewatch the show. We really do greatly appreciate it, especially when y'all leave comments and show how much y'all rock with KI Culture Radio. And not only that, guys, it's also very important you go to KI Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KI Culture Radio t-shirt where me and Jordan got on. Also, the KI Culture Radio coffee mug. See, look, Mimi, we got a brand over here.
We trying
to
do this. Mimi, listen. We got to listen. When the bag drop, we'll get you that G-Wagon you like.
Yes. And also don't forget Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Look,
Black Love,
Mimi, look, he got a book.
I know. I heard about the book.
It's real. Hard copy.
It's real.
It's real. It's not fake. It's no scam. It's a real, legitimate book. It's gonna be New York seller right here, bestseller right here, New York. I'm speaking it. So shout out to you guys. Make sure y'all get your copy of the Black Love, man. Support the platform, man. We really do greatly appreciate it. And not only that, but Hakeem also got another book that's about to drop.
I got it done
this week.
This week. We got to drop this week. Nakapenda.
And what's up with the KI Culture Radio hat? Let the folks know what's going on with the KI Culture Radio hat.
I got the prototypes coming. I'm about to ship it to y'all boys when it touch down here. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna be. He said.
Hey, Fresh Sound, he be making promises, but you better keep them. Listen.
Sounds. I know what you saying. That
no. Listen, Fresh Sound. You better let everybody on this panel know. I missed to make it happen.
I'm just saying, Mr. Make It Happen. You done promised the G-Wagon, and that's what Fresh Sound's talking about.
No. Don't worry. Yeah, listen, I keep all my promises.
It's like 100K.
I'm saying
we keep.
I don't want a car note, Prince.
Huh?
I don't want a car note.
Baby, we don't do car notes here either. We from Florida. you a Southern girl, Miss Debbie. Don't worry. We don't do car notes here too. You know.
Nah, look, Urban say, yeah, I can't come through. He better come through because he came through with the book.
Thank you.
So he better come through.
Stamp that. Let them know.
Don't make promises to a woman. You gotta forget something. Women never forget.
And
when you tell them something, they're gonna remember that to the grave.
And not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let that man come on this show every time. He gonna be like, "Hey Mimi," and in the back of my head is, "You told me you was gonna give me a G-Wagon."
Basically, in powder blue. You know what I'm saying?
Like pink and black.
Powder blue. But don't listen. I always make it happen. We get things done. Don't worry.
And And also, guys, keep it in mind, we still working on TikTok, and pretty soon
TikTok,
we're gonna be
yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because we also have Twitter audience as well. That number in Twitter is actually growing.
We're
Every time I drop
growing.
a click over there, at least get like 400 views, literally.
400.
This is off the clips. So,
Plus,
you know, and also close, and people keep forgetting, we got 100, sorry, not 100, we got 10K downloads.
yeah.
So,
10,100 downloads on iTunes.
yo, but shout out to you guys, man. You guys really rock with Chaos Culture Radio. But guys, make sure y'all get a copy of this book. You know, Hakeem forgot to give me an autograph. You
I
see?
would.
You see how
Hey,
you doing
listen,
that? No
how you need
autograph.
how you need an autograph when we in the same game? You got me.
No, but you send me the
I'm here
autograph.
every
So when
day.
I'm gonna put it on the frame. You see how it's
No, I signed
you
it.
gotta put it in the frame?
We
Like
had,
you're like, yo.
we had family cookouts. You know what I'm saying? So he already know. Yeah.
But shout out to you guys for always rocking with us. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Go ahead.
Thank you for coming over, young lady.
My pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
I just like the way she talk. Like it's so proper. Listen, and I'm so used to the hood. It's not even good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit thrown off by very feminine women when they come home.
Cat.
I'm a little bit thrown off. I'm a little bit thrown off sometimes. You know what I mean?
I say cap to everybody. Cap. Look, even D laughing. He
No,
knows it's cap.
You know
me? Even laughing. D knows cap.
I know.
Everybody knows cap.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Texas girl act like that. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Hey, press down. I'm trying to end the show.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your dialogue. I know it's cap. So, you know, I love ratchet. I ain't gonna lie. That's my problem. I love ratchet women. I think I'm working on it. I'm working on it real good. I'm actually doing better this year. I have not been with a ratchet girl, so I'm doing good.
I feel like I'm the best. Well, I don't know if I wouldn't say ratchet. I feel like I'm the best of both worlds.
You the best of it?
No, Mimi, you ain't ratchet. Stop playing.
You don't seem like that, Mimi.
I think you're very controlling though, but I don't think you're ratchet.
So now we're finna go into a whole nother situation.
We keep that for the late night. We ain't gonna do it now.
Oh, okay. I don't feel like I'm controlling anymore, which is why I can be.
You like things your way. Is that what that is?
I am spoiled.
And that's controlled? Someone that's spoiled?
Because you have every right to do or not do what it is that I'm asking you for, and it's not going to change how I feel about you. So if I say, Ron, I need you to send me a shirt, and I need all three of y'all to sign it, and you say, okay, I'm good with that. That makes me smile because I'm spoiled. I'm going to get my way. But if you say no, it's not going to make me be like, oh, I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm sorry. Can I cuss?
Yeah. We in the show. So
listen. You a special guest.
Yeah, you're a special guest.
It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm not fucking with y'all. No. Like, no, I rock with y'all. I want it my way. If I can have it my way, that's a plus. If not, I'm a big girl. I know how to, get it.
But isn't that kind of like a spoiled little brat, and also someone that's in control? Because let's say if I do say no, like no, you don't have your way. I'm gonna say you straight up no. Because I tell women no. So if I tell you no, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get an argument.
No, we're not gonna argue. Okay, you said no. I'm gonna go buy it myself.
But you ain't gonna get upset, like your face.
No, there is no reason for me to get upset.
Shout out to H-Town.
Okay.
No, okay, you can't do it. We're about to end the show, so
she's not from H. She's not in H-Town.
Thank you, Prince.
She's in Grapevine.
Hey.
Shout out to Grapevine. My bad.
I pay attention. I pay attention.
I told you I don't be paying attention. I told her that yesterday. I said I don't pay attention. I just like the way her mouth move. I'm sorry, that's just my problem.
It's all right, but when I call your name and I say, "Come
all right, Jordan,"
what you do? When I say, "Ron, here's the question," what you do? You mic up and you answer, right? And if you don't, do I get upset with you?
No. You don't.
Okay, then.
You don't.
But like always, thank you guys for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Y'all want to see some spiciness, some shiciness from her? Go to Aston Channel.
Go to Aston Channel. It is the hottest thing.
Call me, I'm gonna come up. Trust me, don't call me. I'm gonna come up.
Okay, always, Ron, I expect to see you on the panel tonight. I'm sure we're about to start this episode, and I got some stuff for y'all.
Yeah.
Right,
we'll be there. We'll be there.
We out. Over and out.
Yeah.
Peace.